Welcome back to the Clay County Fair in Vermilion, brought to you by Hy-Vee Vermilion. So right now in about 4 minutes we got the Poultry Show, and then later this evening we got the Swine Show at 5 p.m. So Zach, you got anything to start off? I know you're not a big chicken fan.
Well, I did grow up. I had some chickens. For some reason, chickens always gave me a little bit of the heebie-jeebies. Never cared too much, but they are very good to have around on the farm, and we always had eggs because of them. So, looking forward to it and seeing. We've got the list, and it's impressive to see the amount of different kinds of chickens and how many 4-Hers are involved with the chickens here. And we've got a lot ahead of us here today. Again, at noon, we've got a nice breeze keeping us cool, but it was nice to get things rolling with the companion show. We saw a few entries. We saw a couple of rabbits, a couple of dogs in that. And now to chicken and then swine later today, again at 5. You'll be here again tomorrow. You'll have the goat and sheep show at 8:30 in the morning, then the rabbit show at 2. And then Saturday, you've got a busy day. Beef show at 9, round robin contest at noon, the buddy show at 1:30, and the fashion review at 3 o'clock. That can all be found on 5-star streaming on YouTube. Hy-Vee Vermilion, our corporate sponsor. Check them out. They've got everything you need. But yeah, as you said, only a couple minutes away here from the Poultry Show coming up.
Yep, and we're going to send it to Sarah Wood, the store director of Hy-Vee.
Hello and welcome to Hy-Vee Vermilion, our corporate sponsor of the Clay County Fair. I'm with manager Sarah here, and first of all, Sarah, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Hello and welcome to Hy-Vee Vermilion, our corporate sponsor of the Clay County Fair. I'm with manager Sarah here, and first of all, Sarah, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
And Hy-Vee Vermilion, you've decided to be a sponsor of the Clay County Fair. We're going to be streaming it on 5-star streaming. Could you tell me why you were interested in being a part of this?
Yeah, so just being involved in the community is definitely important to us. Just something that we wanted to get involved with that we haven't been involved with before.
And you already hit it. You said, being involved in the community, this is a local event. Why is it important to be involved locally?
It's just something, being in Hy-Vee, we've always, strived to be involved locally, get to know our community, get to know the members, and just have that relationship.
And could you tell me your favorite part about these county fairs? It could be the food, the music, the animals. Any part of it your favorite?
Yeah, anything to do with the kids. I just love seeing kids being able to get out, show their animals or be part of the pageant. Whatever it is, just seeing them out having fun and getting involved.
Absolutely, and like you said, it is fun just seeing them because some of these kids, they just absolutely love it. And they're really good. They're really talented. It's impressive. And while I've got you, could you just tell me about, everything? Tell me about Hy-Vee here in Vermilion, what you got, why somebody should come here.
Yeah, so, Hy-Vee, we're all about making lives easier, healthier, happier. So just some of the things we're doing, we have our new, convenient sandwiches, we have our shortcut fruit program, anything that we can do to make your life easier, add on the healthy part, obviously, and then leave with a smile is what we strive for. So.
And so thanks so much, Sarah, for the talk. Thank you for being a sponsor of the Clay County Fair. We couldn't do it without you, and we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Welcome back to the Clay County Fair in Vermilion. So, and we got a good amount of breeds for chickens. I don't know if we have any turkeys, but we got clover buds, and then next up hen, pullet, hen, cockerel, pullet, cockerel, pullet, pullet, cockerel, hen, cockerel, pullet, cockerel, pullet. Looks like it just keeps alternating through that. And then so we got a bunch of different classes, and then we got a bunch of different people, a lot, and there's a good amount that's just repeating, so there's going to be a couple in each event. And then I imagine that we already had a couple people from our other show have a bunch they said that we're in the rabbit show, and then so I imagine there's going to be a good amount that are going to be in swine show, goat and sheep show, rabbit show.
And the Poultry Show set to start at noon. Probably a little bit behind here today, but no problem. We're in no hurry. Our next event's not till 5 with our swine show. That can be found, watched, and listened live, too, on 5 Star streaming on YouTube as they are getting set up here for the Poultry Show. And, of course, we'll have, as you said, a lot of contestants or participants here in this. We've got a whole sheet of paper, and the list goes on and on. It's got it's got a backside and all, so we'll have a lot of contestants here. We're hoping to hear from the overall best chicken. We did talk with some people here within the Clay County Fair and said, hey, send them over when we're done. We'll try and get interviews with them as well as the judge here in the Poultry Show. Big shout out to Hy-Vee Vermilion for being our sponsor of our Clay County Fair with fresh salads and sandwiches. It's getting around lunchtime. They've got daily specials as well. And one thing I always love to get is Hy-Vee Chinese. Their Hai Chai is absolutely delicious. Get a crab rangoon, maybe some orange chicken, sesame chicken. Get it all at Hy-Vee Vermilion after the Poultry Show. And while you wait for the swine show, again, so much going on here at the Clay County Fair. You can realistically spend every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday here, and still have new things to do every day.
Yeah, and so some of the things that we got there. So Friday, we got the goat and sheep show, the rabbit show at 2 tomorrow, and then, of course, the swine show at 5, and then the beef show at 9 on Saturday, and then round robin contest, buddy show, and fashion review, all those on Saturday as well. And then so there's a bunch of different things other than what we're obviously recording. So I know there's like a rodeo, there's going to be a derby, and just some other stuff going on that we're not covering. But looks like still getting set up and prepared. And we're going to take you to commercial. Hy-Vee Vermilion, our corporate sponsor.
Hy-Vee Vermilion is the proud sponsor of the Clay County Fair. For fresh, locally grown produce, hand-cut meats, specialty meats, frozen foods complete with any pizza you want, and a dairy department that has everything you need, it's Hy-Vee Vermilion. Stop by the Hy-Vee kitchen for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Donuts, rolls, and freshly made salads and sandwiches too. Snacks, drinks, and more. Starbucks coffee too. Hy-Vee Vermilion invites you to join in the fun at the Clay County Fair. And when you need ice, food, or drink, Hy-Vee is located right across Cherry Street from the Clay County Fairgrounds.
Yep, so once again, back, Clay County Fair in Vermilion. Still waiting on the setup with, looks like there's going to be over 40, 50 different chickens, but a good amount of them are repeats. So probably about half that are contestants, actual people, not chicken. And so a big thing that they kind of look for is just kind of how well they're groomed, how well they listen, and just other stuff about them. Make sure cleanliness, the handling, their conditions, their health. Make sure there's no gunk in their eyes or just around them.
And as they set up, we'll probably just leave the microphone on, let you hear kind of what's going on here at the show until we get the show rolling. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it through the speaker here. We've got our microphone positioned next to it. We've got a chicken on the loose in the far corner I'm seeing there. Hopefully it stays out of our corner. But either way, again, we'll just leave the microphone on, let you hear kind of what's going on here, and then you should be able to hear they'll have an announcer here at the fair who'll kind of let you know how things are rolling.
just got word from them. They said they're running a bit behind, but before they start, they're going to start with Class 1, which is Bird of Choice. It's going to start off with Caroline O'Connor. Then it's going to be Madison Cruz, Peyton Cruz, Brody Peterson, and then Natalie Peterson. And then next up after that is going to be Class 2, which is also Bird of Choice. Sorry, it looks like that's the same thing. And then it's Class 1, starting with American Head, with Sadie Delhoff, and then Aileen O'Connor. Looks like they got the kids lining up. Once again, this is going to be the Clover Butts to start off with just Bird of Choice. First off, going to be Caroline O'Connor, Madison Cruz, Peyton Cruz, Brody Peterson, and then Natalie Peterson.
Poultry Show here this morning, and our first class is Bird of Choice with our Clover Butts, and these would be 4-Hers that are quite old enough for 4-H, so they're just getting their feet wet in the poultry program. So that way when they do get old enough, they can become full-time 4-Hers. So we have entries from Caroline O'Connor, Madison Cruz.
So this is going to be the people that aren't quite old enough, the little kiddos that aren't quite old enough to join. So Caroline O'Connor, Madison Cruz, Peyton Cruz, Brody Peterson, and Natalie Peterson.
How old she is? About 5 months, probably. Does she have a name? What's her name?
Lightning.
Lightning? Why'd you name her Lightning?
Because she runs like lightning.
She runs like lightning. Probably hard to catch her, huh? Has she started laying eggs yet?
We don't know.
Don't know. What color do you think the eggs will be? Thank you.
So once again, that was the Clover Buds, Class 1, Bird of Choice, Caroline O'Connor, Madison Cruz, Peyton Cruz, Brody Peterson, and Natalie Peterson.
Clover Buds. They'll all receive their participation ribbon. And entries from Caroline O'Connor, Madison Cruz, Peyton Cruz, Brody Peterson, and Natalie Peterson. We'll have one more class of Clover Buds. It's another bird of choice, bird of their choice. We have entries from Asher Lickness, Madison Cruz, Peyton Cruz, Brody Peterson, and Natalie Peterson again. Our poultry sponsor is S&S Equipment, Bex and Peter Strong, and More Welding. Our sponsor of the day today is Runnings, so be sure to stop in at Runnings, be sure to thank them. Also want to say special thank yous to Titan Machinery and Kelly O'Connor Construction for allowing us to use their skid loaders throughout the week. Thank you to Runnings and Whiffles for donating buckets to all of our exhibitors. Come in mighty handy. Tractor Supply and Runnings all donated wood chips for the arena and all the exhibitors to use as well. So definitely want to thank those businesses. Also want to thank all the volunteers that help set up all the arena and the barns and helping with our show here today. Again, our poultry sponsor is S&S Equipment, Bex and Peter Strong, and More Welding.
So we got second class of the Clover Buds. We got, looks like a lot of the same kiddos. We got Ashton Cruz, who looks like he's new. Looks like he's the only one that isn't returning. Looks like the other ones are just getting their chickens ready.
Can you tell us your name?
Natalie.
What kind of chicken is this?
So this is Natalie Peterson with another chicken.
What do you like about this one? Does she have a name? What is it?
Naughty.
Naughty. And how old is she? Looks like about 4.5, 5 months, somewhere around there.
Asher.
Asher, what kind of chicken do you have? Sussex.
So this is Asher.
She's really pretty. Okay. How old is she? No? Same age as this one, I would say. What do you like about her?
That she's really calm.
She's really calm. That's good. Looks like she is. She's not a little bit nervous. What color eggs do you think she'll be? Yeah, brown or tan? Yeah. What is your name again?
Maddie Cruz.
Maddie Cruz. And Maddie's got
Maddie Cruz.
New Hampshire red. We got the right words, just not right in the right order. New Hampshire red. Is it a boy or a girl? No, it's a boy. So if you have a name, you might need to change the name. Okay. The reason it's a boy is getting a bigger comb, and see those feathers right there on the sides above the tail? They get long and
Next one we got is Brody Peterson.
An Indian show. Peaches.
Once again, that was your Class 2 bird of choice with Asher, Madison, Peyton, Brody, and Natalie.
And entries from Asher Lickness, Madison Cruz, Peyton Cruz, Brody Peterson, and Natalie Peterson. Now we are ready to start our 4-H show. And class 1 of American Hens. We have 2 entries in this class. Leg band 20 with Sadie Delhoff and Eileen O'Connor with leg band 12.
So to start off, we got Class 1
These
of
are
American Hen, Sadie Delhoff, and Aileen O'Connor. So that was Class 1 with Sadie Delhoff and Aileen O'Connor,
received the blue as well.
both receiving blue
And then
ribbons.
Class 1 of American Pullet.
Next up is Class 1 American Pullet, which only has the one, Sadie Delhoff, which is returning,
Class 2,
which also received a blue.
Asiatic hens. Elizabeth.
Next up is Class 2
Two entries.
with the hen, who has two of them, Elizabeth Sedera.
These are buck Brahmins. They're in the Asiatic class. The problem with showing old birds in this class of this color is the fact that they fade out from the sunburn. It's supposed to be a nice even dark color. These are already faded out. She's got good undercolor, nice silky undercolor like it's supposed to have. Both of them have got some variation. This one also has a rose foam, and a white Brahma has to have a feed foam like this one has. So she has the correct foam. This one has an incorrect foam. But because they're both really faded and they don't have the right colors, also make sure you wash your feet when you show them, okay? So that will be blue and this one's going to be red.
So once again, that was Elizabeth Sedera with her two hens in the Class 2 Asiatic.
In that class, 2, receiving the blue was Elizabeth Severda with leg band 12.
Getting a blue and a red.
And leg band 13, also from Elizabeth, received the red.
Next up for Class 3 Continental is going to be Grady Lickness.
What kind of bird is this?
This is a standard Polish cockerel.
What color?
Brown.
This is one of the Polish colors that is not in the standard. It's something people have been working with, playing around with these colors, but they're not in the standard yet. He's got a pretty good crest. Wind condition is pretty good, but his tail is really beat up. I don't know if he broke these in here, but usually when you see that upside down V, like on that feather, and a couple of these other ones, sometimes that's from mice getting in there, like when they're sleeping, and a mouse will come in and start chewing on their tails. That's kind of what that one looks like. I think they call these calicos, but it's not in the standard. So he'll get a blue today. Okay?
So that's Grady Lickness receiving a blue. Next up for Class 3 Continental Pullet, it's going to be Eva Peterson and Nathan Peterson.
He's looking at this class, last class, Class 3 Continental Cockerels. That was Grady Lickness with receiving the blue with light band 91. Now Eva Peterson and Nathan Peterson in our class of Pullet Continentals.
Again, these are non-standard for color. Which one do you think is the better colored one today? Which one? Okay, I'll give you a clue. The older they get, the more white they get in on them. So when they're young birds, you probably don't want a whole lot of white in them. So which one is the better colored one today? You just don't want to offend the other one. This one's probably the better colored one today because this one is really carrying a lot of white already. And the next year she's going to be probably more white than she is dark. Okay. I'm going to give you purples on these two, you guys, but don't take them to State Fair because they get knocked off for not being the standard color. Okay?
Both receiving purple, but not being the correct standard.
Eva Peterson.
Next up, for Class 4 English Cockerel, is going to be Nathan Peterson.
Now we have Class 4 English Cockerels. Leg band 16, Nathan Peterson. 1 entry.
Do you know what breed you're showing this as? You need some help. Black Osteller. It's got a beautiful head and comb on him, nice wattles, nice green sheen. Pretty good feather condition. These cages, like I said, are not made for standard breeds. I don't know where you purchased this bird from, but if it's a black Osteller, the legs should be black, with the bottoms of the feet should be pinkish white. He's showing some yellow in his legs, and the bottoms of his feet are yellow. So he's probably got more Jersey Giant in him than he does Osteller. He'll get a purple today, but I just want you to know that, okay?
So it'll be a purple for Nathan Peterson.
Okay, in that class, Nathan Peterson received a purple. Now, Class 4 English Pullets.
Next up, for Class 3 English Pullet, Paisley Carter, Grady Lickness, and Nathan Peterson.
There are for Orpingtons. Black, white, blue, and buff. 4 colors. She is really nice, evenly buff color all the way through. She's got a light buff undercolor. Feather condition is really nice. Got an excellent head on her. She's got purple. I'm just going to give you a hold. It's going to put in the back. We don't want to break any feathers.
It's going to be a purple for Paisley Carter.
white bottoms on the feet. This is better color than the rooster was, okay? What do you see there? White. You want that white there? What should we do? For type, this one's a little better type. They're both in good feather condition. This one tends to be a little narrower body and carries her tail a little bit higher. For Oscar type, this one's probably a little better type, but they're both going to get purples.
Both purples for Grady Lickness and Nathan Peterson for English Pullet.
Okay, and that class.
Next up for
of
Class
English
6
Pullets,
for Pullet, it's going to be
Nathan
Grady
Carter
Lickness
received
once
the
again,
purple,
and then
Grady
Evie Peterson.
Lickness received the purple, and Nathan Peterson received the purple. Okay, next we have Class 6 AOBs. These are pullets. Eva Peterson and Grady Lickness.
She's got an open spot on her wings on both sides, but I think it's because she's got that new feather just coming in yet. So we're going to leave that that way. What kind of chicken is this?
It's not a chicken at all. It's a turkey.
It's still a chicken. What's the other name for it besides turkey? It's neck, so it's a naked neck. Naked neck, okay? This is a turkey or a naked neck. On the front of the neck, see that group of feathers right there? Do you know what that's called?
The crust.
Crest would be on the top. There's a little blue thigh. Okay, these two Turpins are naked neck pullets. Neither one are in production yet. This one is probably the closest to being the right color for the standard. It's the New Hampshire color. She's missing a few tail feathers today. This one is really weak in the wings right now. She's got some feathers coming in. I think they're going to fill in, but today I'm going to give them both blues.
Both are going to receive blues for Grady Lickness and Eva Peterson. and that's for Class 6 AOB Pullet.
All right.
For Class
now
7
in that
SCCL
Class 6,
Bantam,
AOB bullets,
this is going to be
both
Evie
receiving
Peterson
blues,
once again.
Grady Lickness and Eva Peterson. Okay, now we're going to pull back a few birds. Looks like a bird from Nathan Peterson and one from Paisley Carter for champion Big Bird. Standard.
I think these two are by far the better two birds in the large division today. The Buff Orpington Pullet will be champion large fall. The Black Rooster, the Ostalorp, which I said I think's got some Jersey Giant in him, but he'll be our reserve large fall. Let's give the kids a hand.
So it's champ and then regional. Champ and residual champ.
Okay, and that champion standard went to out of Class 4, leg band 18 with Paisley Carter, and reserve was leg band 16 to Nathan Peterson. Now we will move on to Class 7, Bantam single foam. There you go. Eva Peterson.
Sorry about that. We got the wrong ones mixed up. So it's gonna be Eva Peterson.
Anytime I make a comment you don't understand or something, raise your hand, I'll try to explain it, okay? That's what I'm doing.
Actually, this class is Bantam single foam clean-legged Bantam hens. We'll move on to that class. Eleanor Anderson with leg band
So this is
2 and
Eleanor
Colt Carter
Anderson
with
and
leg
Colt
band
Carter.
59.
When you're showing old birds, it becomes a problem as far as feather condition this time of the year. We're going to start the class with this hen on this end. She's definitely a darker, deeper red color. I like the tail condition on her. She's got a nice green sheen to her tail feathers. You get over to this hen, she's a little higher in her tail, a little bit rough feathered, doesn't have quite that dark black tail feather, and it almost looks like she had frostbite on her comb maybe last winter. Her tips on her comb don't look real distinct today either. So I'm going to go with one purple and one blue here.
So a purple and a blue. Purple going to Colt Carter, and then a blue going to Eleanor
Purple
Anderson.
in that class, Colt Carter, and blue, Eleanor Anderson. All right, now we're single comb, clean-legged Bantam cockerels. This is a big class. We have entries from Eleanor Anderson, Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, Atlee Heine, Blair Lickness, Grady Lickness, 2 from Eva Peterson and 2 from Nathan Peterson, and 1 from Katie Sorensen.
So we got a bunch in Class 7
Single comb, clean-legged.
Bantam 3 cockerel with Eleanor Anderson, Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, Atlee Hine, 2 for Blair Lickness, 2 for Grady Lickness, 2 for Eva Peterson, and then 2 for Nathan Peterson, and then just a single one for Katie Sorensen.
nice red undercolor. We don't want to see gray or black or anything in the undercolor. And then we look at combs, which ones have the better combs. 5 points is ideal, 4 is okay, 6 is, if they're spread evenly, is all right. You don't want to get too many or not enough either way. But there's a lot of really nice birds in this class. So I'm going to start eliminating a few of the blues first. I think I'll do it that way.
Okay, receiving blue is Paisley Carter.
Paisley Carter with a blue.
Receiving another blue is Colt Carter.
Colt Carter with another blue. Next couple are just the ones getting eliminated.
Short back, this comb doesn't have the right number of points, and it's starting to tickle a little bit. These two are both blues.
Eva Peterson receiving a blue.
Eva Peterson with a blue.
Then Katie Sorensen, I think, received a blue, as well as Eleanor Anderson.
Eleanor Anderson and Katie Sorensen, both receiving blue. And remember, there is a couple repeats for a couple names with multiple chickens.
Atlee Heine receiving a blue.
Atlee Heine with a blue.
This one's a pretty nice bird head-wise and everything, but he's short a whole bunch of feathers right here in his saddle area. There's feathers missing, so he'll get a blue and everything.
Blair,
The rest are purple.
Blair Lickness receives a blue, and then the rest are purples that are up
Eleanor
here.
Anderson, Blair Lickness, Grady Lickness, Nathan Peterson, all receiving purple. Our upcoming class for Class 7 for the Bantam Pullet is going to be Colt Carter, Paisley Carter once again, 2 for Blair Lickness, 1 for Grady Lickness, 2 for Eva Peterson, and then 2 for Nathan Peterson. Once again, the last one that just happened, the Class 7 Bantam Cockerel, Eleanor Purple with a blue, Colt Carter with a blue, Paisley Carter with a blue, Atlee Heine with a blue, Blair Lickness with 2 purples, Grady Lickness with 2 purples, Eva Peterson with 2 blues, Nathan Peterson with 2 purples, and then Katie Sorensen with 1 blue.
Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, Atlee Heine, Blair Lickness with her cat leg band 3, and Katie Sorensen. Receiving purples in that class, Blair Lickness with leg band 4, Grady Lickness with both of his birds, Eva Peterson with both of hers, and Nathan Peterson with both of his birds in that class. Okay, Eva Peterson received first place in that class. And
Eva Peterson
Grady Lickness
with first
received
place.
second in that class.
Was it? And then Grady Lickness receiving the second.
The county and ambassadors, they put together fair survival kits. So as a 4-H'er, if you have not received, pick one up. There's some up here in the corner. So if you're a 4-H'er and haven't received your survival kit for the fair, come on up and get one. Now we're moving into
You're just seeing the next couple chickens get punted for Class 7 Bantam Pullet. Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, Blair Lickness, Grady Lickness, Eva Peterson, and Nathan Peterson. With all of them except Grady Lickness and Colt Carter having 2 of them.
And Leah Donnelly with 1 bird.
really nice class of single comb clean-legged random pullets. Clean-legged means they don't have any feathers on their legs, if you don't know what that means. This pullet right here has had quite a bit of damage over her saddle area from roosters, obviously. She'll get a blue ribbon today, and you can take her out as soon as you get your ribbon placing. And then this, in the two here, I'm going to go blue on the one on the right here. She's just a little less mature, not quite as filled out, not having a head and comb development yet some of the others have. She's a nice pullet. A month down the road, she'll probably look pretty competitive. But today we'll go blue on her. I'd like to see a little of her comb development on this Leghorn female. She does have a nice spread to her tail, got good type. Just needs a little more comb today. We'll still leave her in the purple. And these red females along the line here, all of these, I'll talk a little more later. These are all purples, these reds here. And this little Leghorn pullet on the end is going to get a blue today. She's just not mature enough today. She's lacking in some tail feathers as well. So she'll be a blue. And then whoever owns that one can take her out then once you get your ribbon and put her in there then. Remember, always take them on head first. Can we move this one down to that empty cage so we can separate those two?
The blue ones have been eliminated, with the remaining ones being shown are all purples. Eva Peterson with first.
place in this class.
And then second and third with Cole Carter receiving second, and then Brady Lickness receiving third. So pretty much first to third, looking left to right. Next one up, a little bit smaller, with only 4. So Class 8, RCCL Batnum Cockerel with Eleanor Anderson, Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, and Eva Peterson. Once again, the previous one just happened. Eva Peterson with first, Colt Carter with second place, and then Grady Lickness rounding out at third place.
Okay, now we're going to select our single comb clean leg class. Oh, whoop. Roach comb clean-legged cockerels. Entries in this class: Eleanor Anderson, Cole Carter, Paisley Carter, and Eva Peterson. Okay, your champion single comb clean-legged went to Eva Peterson out of the pullet class, and your reserve went to Grady Lickness out of the cockerel class. Now I'll move on to rose comb clean-legged cockerels, phantom cockerels. Eleanor Anderson, Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, and Eva Peterson. There's 3 in this class. is a blue.
Colt Carter with a blue.
Both of these are in really nice condition. They both have nice smooth rose combs following their skull real closely. You open their wings up, they have the tan buff edging on all the feathers like they should have. This bird maybe is just a little bit rounder and carries over the tail a little bit smoother. These are both purples, and this is the first purple cockerel here.
Okay, first purple was Eleanor Anderson, and the second purple was Paisley
Purple going
Carter.
to Eleanor Anderson, and then Paisley Carter with another one.
I'll move on to pullets. Rose clone, clean-legged pullets. Eleanor Anderson, 2 from Colt Carter, 2 from Paisley Carter, Atlee Heine, Blair Lipkus, Eva Peterson, and 2 from Morgan Stelling.
in time will be a nice bird, but she's just really young yet today. Her wings aren't finished out yet. Her comb is not very developed. She'll get a blue today. Really a nice set of partridge pullets in here. I talked to the young lady here with the 2 silver Seabright pullets. If you're going to an open class show, Seabrights are one of the smallest breeds of bantams there are. Both of these have really nice color. They're a little bit large. The thing that bothers me the most is they have to have a rose comb with a point coming off the back of the comb. And right now, it's really questionable whether that point's going to come out or not. So they're going to get blues today based on that. All of the rest of these partridge pullets are purples. Really a nice set of pullets.
So 3 of them with blues, and then the rest with purples.
Who's got this set here? Take the back one out. She's kind of light in her earlobes. I think she's been laying probably. She's just a little faded out. When it gets down to this, when they're all this good, you start looking at which ones have the best type, which ones are in the best feather condition, which ones have the best color. And then on these females, they have to have that triple lacing on their feathers. So I'm looking to see if that carries all the way down through that fluff going down on the sides of the legs. And most of these have pretty good coverage down that way. I'm going to start with this pullet here for first purple, and this will be our second purple right here. This one's got a little better leg color than that one does.
Okay, receiving first purple in that class is Eleanor Anderson.
Eleanor
And
Anderson
second purple
with first
is
purple.
Cole Carter.
And Cole Carter taking second. Next up
Okay,
is
now
Cole
we
Carter,
move into,
Paisley Carter, and
feather
Blair
lickness.
Lickness, and Eva
Feather
Peterson
cockroach.
for Class 10,
Entry from Cole Carter, Paisley
feathered
Carter,
like Bantam.
Blair Lickness, and Eva Peterson.
bite somebody. Did that happen again? Was that point always like that, or did it get pulled off? Just got hurt. Compared to that, almost like it's got blood on it, like maybe it get pulled off.
Class. All in this class will be all purples.
All purples for Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, Blair Leckness, and Eva Peterson. Next up for Class 10 Featherleg Bantam, pole is in Colt Carter with 2 of them, Paisley Carter,
Very nice class. This is
Atlee
our
Heim,
feather-legged black
and
coaching
Caddy
class.
Sorensen.
I told the young lady down on this end, she's got a lot of pin feathers on the neck area, around the hackle. She could have taken a comb and just combed those out. They'd come out pretty easily if you just comb through that. But a nice bird, maybe a little soft on his wing carriage. This is another nice bird here. He's obviously been, I don't know if it happened in here before they got here, but he's got a lot of dry blood on his comb like he's been in a battle with somebody. The one down on this end has got one little point on his comb that's bloody. It almost looks like there was a point pulled off on his comb. But 4 nice coachins. I'm going to start with this male right here. I think he's the cleanest, smoothest. He's got the best head and comb on him of the 4 in the group today. And then reserve on him.
Next, we'll move on to the feather-legged phantom pullets. 2 entries in this class from Colt Carter, 1 from Paisley Carter, 1 from Atlee Heine, and 1 from Katie Sorensen.
So 5 chickens up, 2 for Colt Carter, 1 for Paisley Carter, 1 for Atlee Heine, and 1 for Katie Sorensen.
In this group of feather-legged black cochin pullets, this pullet down on this end has had some pretty rough care lately. Apparently, with the roosters, just really chewed her head up. She's awfully out of condition around her head area. She'll get a blue today. This pullet's really young, not quite there yet today, but I think she may have had a broken wing at one time. You open the one wing and it goes right open, the other one comes partways and stops, like maybe she's had a broken wing at some time. So she'll get a blue today. Purple on this pullet right here, a nice filled out, developed pullet, good breed type. This one's borderline. I'm going to leave her in the purple today, but she's lacking a little bit of finish compared to the other one. And this one's a purple as well.
So 3 purples, and then the rest are receiving blues.
I'm going to go first purple here and second purple over there. This one's just a little bit smaller that might be tending to get a little bit on the large side, but both really nice pullets.
Okay, first purple in that class went to Paisley Carter, and second purple went to Colt Carter.
So Paisley Carter winning it. And Colt Carter getting second with his 2 purple.
Okay, now we're picking champion of the Rose Cone. Rose Cone Clean-Legged went to champion in the pullet to Eleanor Anderson. And reserve went to the cockerel from Eleanor Anderson. Feather-legged, best went to Paisley Carter out of the pullet. Reserve went to Eva Peterson out of the cockerel. There's 3 entries in this class of game bantam hens.
So for the next one, there's Game Bantam with Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, and Eva Peterson.
Entries in this class, Colt Carter, Paisley Carter, and Eva Peterson.
These are Old English game bantams. This is, again, one of the smaller breed of bantams. You like a bird that really has an attitude, so to speak, as you can see these two have. We've got 2 blacks and a BB red, which stands for black-breasted red, and that name comes from the male color pattern, not the female. This one's a little bit tall and rangier. She's really scared. She's not showing herself as best that she could. I'm going to start all 3 purples. This BB red will be first purple. This black will be second purple. This black will be third purple.
All 3 were awarded purples. Paisley Carter getting first, Eva Peterson getting second, and Colt Carter getting third. Next up is Class 12 Game Bantam with Cockrell, Colt Carter, Allie Hine, and Nathan Peterson coming up next.
And third purple was Colt Carter. Now we'll move on to Class 12 Game Bantam Cockerels. Entry from Colt Carter, Allie Heine, and Nathan Peterson.
showing these three? Raise your hand. You showing one of these? And you're showing one? You're showing one. All right. Tell me what the difference is between these three. What's that called? All right. In the Old English game class, the males get what's called dubbed. You can show them until the 1st of November, and then after that, you can't show them unless they're dubbed, otherwise they're disqualified. So dubbing means like this is, the comb is trimmed off, the wattles are trimmed, the earlobes are trimmed. This one hasn't been done yet, so it makes them look a lot gamier, so to speak. But the main reason they do it, or started doing it years and years ago, these developed in England, by the way. They were used for fighting, and by taking all that off, they couldn't grab a hold of each other's face and wattles and comb and stuff so easily. And that's the main reason for that. I'm going to start the class with this one right here. He's got the most condition, nicely dubbed, good slate-colored legs, good sickle feathers on his tail. This guy's tail is just full of pin feathers yet, long ways from being finished. And this guy's a little short in his tail compared to that one. I'm going to go with 1 purple and 2 blues here.
So a purple and 2 blues going out.
Okay, so in that class, first purple went to Nathan Peterson.
Nathan Peterson coming out on top with both the purples.
Peterson and Colt Carter.
And then the 2 blues going out to Colt Carter and Allie Heine.
This is Katie Sorensen.
Next one coming up, Katie Sorensen. Looks like she's the only one in her class.
Next little black Old English game pulling here. She'll be a purple ribbon. She'll look a little sharper yet another month down the road, but her comb is just coming in right now. But she's in really good feather. Spans her tail out nice. She'll be a purple.
Okay, purple in that class to Katie Sorensen.
Katie Sorensen with a purple, only one in her class. Next one coming up for class 15 Duck Light, Aileen O'Connor.
Okay, champion went to Nathan Peterson, and reserve went to Paisley Carter.
First place coming out, Nathan Peterson, and then Paisley Carter.
Asiatic barn bird, champion of the barn. And the reserve is the partridge linebacker overall.
Paisley Carter won champion of the Bantams, and Eleanor was reserve of the Bantams. Overall barn was Paisley Carter with her coaching, and Eleanor Anderson was overall reserve barn bird with their wine bath.
So that was at Champions of the Court with Paisley Carter winning it overall, and then second up is going to be Eleanor. We're going to hope to get some interviews going, but we're just going to keep the audio rolling for you guys. And hopefully we'll get some interviews in just a bit.
Up here on our cages will be senior showmanship.
From what it sounds like, we got that brown egg and pheasant being judged somewhere else, and then I believe that the senior showmanship with Katie Sorensen and Sadie Dalhoff is coming up in just a bit.
showmanship now, so can we tone it just a little bit so I can hear?
So this is a senior showmanship. Where's the keel one? That's the hot. Keel one is the wrestler. Okay. When you're talking about the hot, the shanks, and then you should probably say there's 4 toes and 4 toenails, and they're all the correct color because they should be black. So if you get like white ones, what happens? What are some other colors of Old English besides black? There was one other one out there. BB red. There's 40-some different colors of Old English. Okay. Also, in your introduction, since she's in the Old English game class, you shouldn't say single clean lady, because that's a whole different division. She's not in that division. She's just in the game division. Okay. What would you say without looking? Would be a good number of tail feathers on one side. We'll get a nice spread to the tail. One side. I believe we got one more for the senior showmanship, and then we'll try to get some interviews going.
We had our showmanship earlier today in the beginner poultry showmanship. Our grand champion showman is Paisley Carter. And your reserve champion beginner showman is Blair Lipness. In the junior division, your grand champion showman is Eleanor Anderson. And your reserve is Liz Zareda. There you go. And then also in the junior division, purples went to Eva Peterson, Grady Lipness, Morgan Stelling. There you go. And in the beginners, purples went to Allie Heine, a blue to Leah Donnelly, and a blue to Colt Carter, and a blue to Eileen O'Connor, a blue to Nathan Peterson. Congratulations.
Looks like we got senior showmanship. The next one, last one, Sadie Delhoff, showing off her chicken.
We're coming back tonight for the bull wrap. We're just running by groceries to grandma's.
Looks like that's it for the senior showmanship. I think we got it all wrapped it up for the poultry show, and then we got the swine show coming up at 5. We'll send it to our sponsor, Hy-Vee Vermilion.
Hy-Vee Vermilion is the proud sponsor of the Clay County Fair. For fresh, locally grown produce, hand-cut meats, specialty meats, frozen foods complete with any pizza you want, and a dairy department that has everything you need, it's Hy-Vee Vermilion. Stop by the Hy-Vee kitchen for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Donuts, rolls, and freshly made salads and sandwiches too. Snacks, drinks, and more. Starbucks coffee too. Hy-Vee Vermilion invites you to join in the fun at the Clay County Fair. And when you need ice, food, or drink, Hy-Vee is located right across Cherry Street from the Clay County Fairgrounds.
We're seeing if there's anything else left in the poultry show. Once again, we got the swine show coming in at 5, and then we're all wrapped up for the rest of the day. And then coming up tomorrow, we got the goat and sheep show at 8:30, and then the rabbit show at 2. Once again, that's on Friday. And then on Saturday, we got the beef show at 9, and then round robin contest at 12. And if you don't know what that is, that's where multiple different animals must be presented without that person knowing.
And so the final thing here on our poultry show, I was told they will announce the winner for the senior showmanship, and then that will wrap up things here for the poultry show.
Yep, and then we just got our last day on Saturday with the beef show, round robin contest, buddy show at 1:30, and then the fashion review at 3. We'll just leave it on air, wait for it to wrap up between the final two, senior showmanship.
The senior showman here, these two young ladies, were just 1 point apart, 92 and 91. Both of them did a nice job. They were both very relaxed, very friendly. Just do a little more research on your parts of your bird and so on, okay? But 92 on this side, 91 on the other side.
Katie Sorensen with first place, and then Sadie Dalhoff with 1 point behind. That's going to wrap it up for Clay County Fair for the poultry show. And then next up, we got the swine show coming up at 5.